amazing player he really is. Now, let's hop right into ban and protect. What do you know? MR6, it was their first ban in every game of, what, Wednesday night's matches last week?
And Octane is very good with it. So something the Rise guys all talented with the pistol. So don't be surprised if you see, the RK5 or the L-Car go as well.
All right, so MR6, the first one, taking their sweet time for sure, is Rise Nation with the second pick, and they're going to take out the Vesper here.
Not shocked to see that. I think that's going to be one we're going to see in many series going forward. If you are a Rise, do you attack? Who do you attack on Optic? Do you try and go after the SMGs, or do you try and go after, the Formal and the Crims of the world?
Well, that's the question, the million-dollar question. Who can you attack? How can you slow them down? That's why these two teams are so good in my eyes, because you can't really hinder the whole team exactly. You can't slow them down. They're also versatile. They can all run ARs. They can all run subs. They can really play so many different styles.
These are the two. You can throw FaZe in there as well. I mean, just versatility, top to bottom. I mean, these guys can play with anything. They can deal with anything. You see Semtex's flashbang's gone. I think the one, could you go at, like, the VMP and throw that off a little bit?
I don't know.
Maybe you see Kinetic. That's one that's geared towards Scum. He's going to have to get used to not playing with Kinetic.
Absolutely. We've seen Optic run the Kuda very well. I think the gun that I've seen some players from Rise Nation, like, stands out to me has been classic with the Pharaoh.
The Pharaoh.
Yeah, he's been really, really solid with that. Seen him put up some big numbers. Also the XR2. I mean, I've seen him run like a, I think it was
we haven't really seen it yet. If you get rid of the VMP, what is the Pharaoh versus Kuda? Like, how does that go? Formal is just not going to select.
All right, well, let's take a look here. I mean, the big thing is going to be the specialist now. What direction do we see these guys going? Getting through ban and protect. Who's going to be up first?
Looks like we're going to have Crim in Looney selecting their specialist first. And it looks like we're going to see a Purifier come out of the side from Looney. We saw it do great things in our first series. You're going to see Crim go at the Purifier as well. Love the pick from both of those guys. I think the Purifier definitely one that can break open a lot of hills in this map.
All right, next coming in, I'm not surprised to see Octane going to be using the Scythe. Yeah, you see double Purifier. I think we had double Purifier in our first series. Didn't really see it used at all in the second. Again, can be very, very big on that bunker. You can either spam it and hold off any kind of push. The range is pretty good inside a bunker to really clean up all kinds of angles. Not surprised you're going to see Heat Wave from either side. We'll check to see on the overclock run for that is, again, you can get it up so consistently. It seems like it's every minute and a half. You're basically going to be able to use that Heat Wave. Scum, when we don't see him run Kinetic,
that's his backup.
Active Camo has been his backup in the past, and this is one specifically. Let's say you have
an S&D and like, oh, why is Damon doing that? Where's he going? And then next thing you know, just picks up a two-piece there.
Well, speaking of Karma, let's kick it off, and no surprise there. He's going to be running a VMP and trophies. He'll be the guy really working on this hardpoint push, just trying to take out trophies right now. And, okay, that's the definition of objective work. What, you get towards the hardpoint, you toss 2 trophies, you kill their trophies.
And then you get taken out. But
yeah.
Going to be Rise getting control of this first hardpoint early. I think you're going to see a different style of game than we saw in the first hardpoint. The first one, the FaZe versus NV series. I think this is going to be a lot more fast-paced. Going to be a ton more kills in the map. And right now, Rise winning a lot of those battles.
Yeah, I mean, a slow start from really Formal, Kremble. The whole side really is no one really able to get going. Classic, though. We've talked about how he might be the best player in the game right now. Didn't really do anything too flashy to kick off the Pro League, but a hot start right now. He's 4-1, trying to get set up to the next hard point as he is going to get pushed. Let's check out
Classic
Slack
is not
here.
a flashy player. You're not going to see him just come into a hill and just go crazy with a three-piece, but just game-to-game consistency, you're going to see him be in the right spot all the time, do some incredible things around the OBJ. I think that's what really makes him a fantastic player.
Tough fight here for Looney. He's able to win that. Let's go back to Formal. He started, I think, 0-3, 3-5 now, trying to get heated up. Now, let's check the class. He does have overclock, so Heat Wave going to be popping very
on the second hill already.
He's got it. Hits the Heat Wave, gets one. If he won that second, it would have been massive. That player just a bit out of range of the potential Heat Wave, so not able to tag both players.
What's Formal doing with combat focus? How close is he to that?
He's halfway there. Really trying to get those streaks as quickly as possible, I suppose.
Bet you he would like to have been there for the special strat.
Potentially. And I didn't see if it was an auto selection. It very well may have been, unless he really, really wants to push those streaks. Now, there's Formal winning a gunfight, trying to get set up for the next hard point. You can see we're falling under 10 seconds here before the rotation. Right now, Rise Nation up about 15 points. early control for them, but you do see the early rotation going to be happening by Optic. But they
Look at the arrows for Rise.
They just all flooded together. You had two players kind of watching the flood through a bunker. They don't come that way, and now they're just swarming here through the back. They're trying to get this back satellite spawn.
They are just pushing all 4 players at the same time towards the same spot, and I love that play.
You can't kill them all, right?
Right. You just flood the opposing team, and well, maybe you can. This Crim picks up 2 right there. He's going to have his Purifier.
And that's big, because Bunker going to be coming up in just a couple of minutes here, and he wants to make sure he has that Purifier. I mean, he definitely should. He's going to be saving it for that one. You see Karma having the Heat Wave again. He hits it, but gets taken out right as it pops.
Yeah, and Optic's doing a fantastic job holding this hill down, starting to spawn out pretty far away over towards Snow, but Maven, they got a ton of time here. Love the way that Karma and Crim played that one. We're able to just, dip and dive out of the hill, pick up some kills. And now Karma's got to go big here, holding this position down for the rest of his team.
Well, I wanted to see the battle to start to extend out towards rocks here, but you're right. He's got to hold this kind of satellite right side of the map, just trying to hold it down. That is just a melt there. Karma picks up 2 with the VMP. Doing a really solid job. No one really picking up time in the next hard point, but it's going to be 3 kills coming in for Rise Nation. Let's check out Classic. He's 14 and 10. He's basically kind of on outskirts, right in front of Mansion here, in a good position to really check both sides. He didn't see wall run, though, as a player comes soaring in on him.
And you're just going to have Octane sitting in the hill. He's the player that I wanted to look out for in this game. Just a fantastic shot with the assault rifle. You see him jump up, put 2 shots in a player, back down.
What a great series. That was an incredible series of plays from Octane.
Yeah, you just see why he's so talented. And look at this. Both teams hitting the rotation over here towards Bunker. These are 3 big gunfights. You're going to see Classic put some shots down. This player has gotten up super close. I don't think he knows. Oh, a heat wave comes in. He's going to be able to get one, not get the second one. Crim actually lays on the ground, is able to pick up both. Octane, though, coming in late there. I don't think we saw that one. He's able to win that gunfight. Going to give the hill over to Rise.
Yeah, that one's so back and forth, pretty much split kills. But, Formal was the one soaking up the rest of that time. So I think he forced Karma to spawn out a bit after they dropped. Now the sight's coming in. Who's that going to be? The sight's going to be in the hand of Octane. He drops, but he's 14 and 9. Look at Octane leading the way right now with basically a minute 20 in the hard point.
Yeah, right?
And on the other side, it's Formal leading the way.
And that's crazy. That has to be inaccurate. It's Formal.
Well, Crim had the Purifier out. He gets killed by Nate Seacar. The camo comes up almost big, but not able to pick off both. Back to Classic. He's trying to get done with the EMA, gets an assist before the flood comes in. You saw the heat wave go off. Formal fully streaked out. He got all the time. He's on an 8 streak right now with a minute 16.
He's starting to crush. And when Formal heats up, there is nothing you can do about it. I mean, the guy is just unbelievable with the controller in his hand. Just now calling in the lightning. See, probably save the car. No, never mind.
He's using them all. He's about to get his combat focus up again. He'll be able to get him right back, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's going to go half wall with it. He's going to be able to take out one with the car. So
look at how absurd his numbers are. He's 16 and 12 on a 10 streak. So it shows how poorly he started out.
Yeah, it shows he was playing actually very
Well, let's
bad.
stay with him. See maybe what he's doing differently. Okay,
that's 100. That's what he is doing different. That player had to be weak.
Obliterated Looney. There's one more top. It's going to be Scump now by himself coming off a spawn, and they're set up so nicely here. You see you got Looney and Classic both mid-map. Half wall is going to be Octane. He's going to be the key factor in really looking over that. You saw H2K really make that player kind of less important by using those smokes.
I'm surprised we're not going to see anybody else adopt that strategy.
Oh, look at that little slide he hits off the ledge. Octane's soaring in.
And Octane is a player who, we said very good with the AR, very good aim, and he can use any AR. We've seen him have monster games with the ICR, the Man of War, the XR2. Would not be surprised if at some point during this series, the guys on Rise decide to get rid of that.
Oh my, Krem. You talked about him having big 2 pieces. Can he get the third? He tries a pre-fire there behind the couch, not able to connect.
Would not be surprised if some point during the series, maybe we see Rise get rid of that M8.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. That's a tough fight for Karma, though. They got to try and get a break here. That's Formal getting one. There's a second. Tries to pull out the RK5. Not able to do it so far. Good job locking it down. It's going to be Classic. He's +5, 25 and 20, 46 seconds in the hard point. He's getting very close to his Lightning Storm. He has his Heat Wave. He needs to pick up one more kill here. Can he get it? Not able to close it out. Falls just short of his streaks.
And that's what makes Classic, as you said, arguably one of the better players, if not, in the running for the best player in the game right now. 25-21 with an AR, 51 seconds in the hill. You see Octane doing a great job as well, but just the aggression that Classic brings, I mean, and just the versatility with every gun. You can't stress it enough. Obviously, these guys are professional players. You say, oh, they should be good with every gun, but you definitely see some drop-off in players when the guns switch, and you see he is fairly accurate with those shots,
That's a tough gunfight against Formal,
That
too.
is a... How many players... Okay, like, just... Let's take every player in the game. How many players win that gunfight against Formal?
Maybe none. I mean,
how many players? How many players even think about challenging Formal?
It was probably half of his body showing. All you could see was the tip of the skull there for a Formal, and he's able to tear it off.
Just freakish accuracy.
Now Octane going off. He's on a 4 streak. Let's see if he can keep it rolling. He's 350 away from getting his lightning. He's got a ways to go.
Flanked.
But if he can get this kill on the hard point, that'd be big. But it's Karma able to shut it down. Karma with the 2-piece now. He's right around even. And it's still, you see Formal is the lead man when it comes to the actual time of the hard point. That's mostly because he soaked up a lot of time in that rock hard point before the rotation over to Bunker.
You're going to see Krim with Purifier now. I think they like to save this, and this is where you would like to have Formal have something other than combat focus. Imagine if he had a Scythe or an Annihilator in this position right now. Could really start to make a difference.
He really could, and he's going to be, he was in the hard point trying to get a lot of time on that as he's still leading the way. It's a flank, I think, coming in on Krim. The player ends up going lower. Can he sniff it out? He does. Nice heads-up play there by Krim. I want to stay with him because I know we have a lot of time left on this one, but he's overlooking it with the AR. But 2, I want to see if he opts to bust up that Purifier right when he gets in.
Right there, you saw. It was Octane with a Scythe in the kill feed. He's able to pick up 2. Slack's able to get close, pick up another one, and that's what allows Rise to break that hill. So you see, the specialists, especially those weapons, coming in big. I would expect, 20 seconds left, maybe another chance. Nah, I was going to say, you expect Rise to rotate on this. Wow. They can afford to give up the rest of this time. And Optic, they might not even take it.
So the flank, this could work out perfectly for Krim. If he gets right behind them, he has to hurry. He has to hurry because his teammates might get left out the back.
Karma and
Formal,
kills. Karma and Formal winning every single
And now he just gets to hold the back spawn, and Scump gets another one. They just go off in the hard point. So that was Scump, and I believe, Scump and Formal that busted into New. And they were able to break a Bunker here. That grenade, unfortunately, makes quick work of that HC car. But yeah, it was Formal.
Karma's
now
over
waiting
there
here. Can Scump get it done? Scump able to get one. Yeah, Formal, sorry. He was the one waiting and soaking up the time in rocks.
Yeah, and you're going to have Krim with the Purifier. He's going to get taken out with a nade. You see more nades flying in. You say Rise needs to run into the hill. I like the way they're playing this, though. They're going to wait a little bit. See a heat wave come in from Classic. Octane and Slack able to pick up 1 kill apiece. Does not matter. Krim with a massive 2-piece picking up. Another one with the car is Formal. You see cars just coming in left and right from Optic Gaming.
Reload,
they can win here,
they're coming. He's not able to get it. They only need 5 points. Can they get in? It's contested. The heat wave comes in. Formal spawns mid-map. Karma dropped from the heat wave, so they are going to have one more hard point here. Krim's going to be in a big position, top mansion, to flank one and probably pick up a couple kills. There's one. There was one half ball as well. He's going to catch one potentially on his left. That's 2 down. Rise staying alive. Can they push this the distance? I'm just going to go on with Optic Gaming players as they just keep losing gunfights. They're dropping left and right. Can Rise pull this one back? Scum doing a good job of contesting.
If you're Optic, just contest. There's no reason to push this out, but you see 2 kills go in to make it 3 in the kill feed for Rise. You see Scum with a big 2-piece there. He's going to get taken out from behind. Rise trying to do the unthinkable here, Maven. Trying to make this comeback. Looks like Optic getting control of the hill.
They should
be able to close this one out.
There was no one. That was a bloodbath in the game. They were just flying back and forth. I mean, when they were trying to contest a mid-map, every single person was just dropping. No one was able to get control. You only saw, I mean, I think a Rise only got a total of 5 to 10 points, and Optic just needed 4.
Go in a ban and protect.
Well, there you go.
Rid of the
MR6 again.
I would love to see Rise get rid of the M8 and see what happens. I think if they get rid of the M8, it drastically changes what Optic does the next map for ban and protect.
Vesper next.
Come in as well.
Yeah, no shock there. Now I'm curious about overclock. Not overclock.
Overdrive.
Overkill.
Oh, overkill.
Yeah, there's somebody over this. Overdrive. Overclock.
Well, I honestly didn't know what you were saying. You were just like fumbling your words, so I was just going to suggest everything that had over.
I almost said overdrive like 10 times, just could not get to overkill. But all right, that's going to be taking out Kinetic, High Caliber, everything pretty normal. Nothing. All right, well, looks like so far overkill may sneak in. Nothing done with the M8 or the Shiva yet.
I think would Classic wait out Scump to see if they do anything with the Shiva?
I always love these final two picks. Always end up sometimes being the most
Yeah.
important because they really wait on each other.
So Flash is from Classic.
Decides to go Flash. I wonder if Scump just picks.
Well, I don't think
Concussion or
Rise is
something.
really afraid of the. Yeah,
Yeah, he goes Concussion.
I don't think they're really afraid of the Shiva Rise. Why would you? I mean, I
feel like the
haven't
Shiva's a pretty popular.
I haven't seen Formal play with it,
Shiva's
but
a pretty popular band. I've seen him run it quite a bit. I'm talking purely. This is in 8s and stuff too, which isn't necessarily an indicator of how someone's going to play in an actual scram. I'm sure we'll see more M8s, but I am curious to see if the Shiva has an impact on this. Remember, Overkill's still in the game, so we've got SVG, we've got Overkill, we've got the Shiva. I mean, there's room for a ton of variety here in this particular game too.
oh, without a doubt, you're going to see Psychosis come in from both squads.
Well,
Overdrive as well.
We saw Psychosis be pretty effective, well, very effective and very not effective.
Yeah,
last
very
series.
not effective.
Yeah, you saw Sharp, or sorry, was it Theory ends up sniping a clone, gets thrown off a bit, and that was round 11 when he was left by himself, right? And then we also saw the Psychosis just run backwards.
Yeah, I retweeted it. Somebody tweeted out it's the odd shot of the Psychosis running backwards.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Not going the right direction. I wonder which one is him.
You know, FaZe versus Envy, I didn't really live up to the hype. It was a very good series, but FaZe definitely took it fairly easily on that last mount. Let's see what Formal decides to do here with Sniper Rifle. He's waiting for that guy to jump up top. We saw Fizzor.
So, and this is what I'm worried about. This type of position. If you're using Overdrive and you push, this type of thing is how you can get caught.
Well, let's see
with
how
Overdrive.
many rounds they actually go.
Yeah, I'm curious because usually, yeah, you're gonna have one.
I think
player.
they're just playing a slower Sniper Rifle setup.
Now who's pushing outside? That's gonna be Octane, so he's gonna challenge Formal. He just saw him. Who's gonna win it? And that's that's Karma. So Formal, I believe, still in the back with the sniper. Oh, he had rotated across. So is he gonna get caught? Is the question. He's gonna slow peek it and tries to answer back, but it's Octane. He's a bad man, able to pick up 2 there with the snipe early.
That shot on Karma was silly.
That was absolutely disgusting.
And you can see why
Scump left.
You can see why this Rise team can contend with the likes of Optic Gaming, just from a gun-on-gun, just raw skill and aim standpoint. These guys are unbelievable.
Well, the only positive you have right now for Scump is that he has the bomb in hand. The negative, before I finish that sentence, he's dead. Round 1, gonna go the way of Octane. Octane picking up 3 here. Overkill still in it, so he gets 2 at the snipe. He then has the VMP in his back pocket, only going to be rocking quick draw on that, so he can run Blast Suppressor.
Yeah, no dead silence out of Octane.
Let's see, yeah, so well, you don't really need it so much if you're sniping, you know? It's not as important.
But we see some players, they opt to not use it on a
He's going to keep the same class, so he'll have Afterburner as well. Limited VMP. All he's got is Thermal, really. So this class, it's perfect, really, for Overkill, for a sniping class.
See Looney with those double nades. Going to connect on one. Krim actually drops a nade. Team kills Formal.
That's painful.
Going to leave Karma last one alive. He's going to drop any second.
Yeah, I was trying to decide who do I want to go with here. He's the last guy alive, but he's just in basically the middle of a sandwich. You saw Looney going to be behind by that A site, and he just sees him walking right up the steps. Gets a couple burst in, but finally going to be able to close that out. And, you know, we talked about the fact that this is one of Optic Gaming's weaker game modes for sure. I mean, not too telling early, it's just 2-0, but so far, Rise completely in control of game 2.
It is a tough first 2 rounds. I mean, Octane pretty much wins round 1.
I'm staying with Octane until he drops for the most part. He's 4-0.
The next round was a lot tougher, though. You saw, I mean, Krim team kill with a nade. You saw Looney get taken out with a nade here early.
Oh, no. And can he get a second? He's got the sub in hand. The pressure was too hot there flying in. It looks like they're trying to stand up to the defense now, but it's going to be a 1v2. You had a 1v4 first time for Optic, then a 1v3 for Karma. Now it's a 1v2 for Scump. The good news, you're getting closer and closer to maybe having a 1v1, an opportunity to win a round, but Scump gonna drop there to Looney. It's been a story of Optic Gaming just being in a huge disadvantage early in every round.
You see, interesting. Classic running the Kuda, and then Looney running the Kuda as well. So this is a game where the VMP is in, and you're seeing players opt to use the Kuda.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer the VMP once I got into B. I'd prefer the Kuda everywhere else. Just that added range, the added stability of that mid-range fight, I suppose.
The rate of fire is not, like, I don't want to say it's...
Look at the scoreboard for Optic real quick. List the number of players that have a kill.
Oh, Scump.
1 player for Optic Gaming showing up right now for this S&D, and part of that's just been Octane. I mean, I just want to hop back to him because he's been on fire with this thing. I like to focus typically on the offensive side of stuff. Anyway, let's see what he can get done. Krim's going to drop early. That's going to be Classic. So they're actually running multiple snipers right now. So Classic sniping as well. With Overkill, I mean, you can run as many snipers as you want, right? Not able to connect. He's getting pushed here. Oh, God, almost connects on him.
If you got snipers like Octane and Classic, why not?
Yeah,
right.
Hey, you can't get away with that without Overkill. But since Overkill made it in, do whatever you want. Run 4 snipers. I mean, you can get away with it, really. If you have a sub in your back pocket, who cares? And gotta connect on another one. Octane.
I want a montage of just the snipes he's hit on this map.
He's on fire right now. They have a 3v2 advantage. All right, 2v2. This is the best chance Optic's had to actually take a round. 30 seconds on the clock. His Psychosis run the correct direction. That's a start. He sees it. He did not see him in the back. He's just flying. There's a player there. Octane, he's missing. He keeps on missing.
Wow.
Formal finally able to pick it up. Looney by himself down to 1v2. Can he connect with the nade? Oh, nice there. Able to get the frag and pick it up. One player left, though.
There you go.
Karma. They get on the board.
I tell you what, they have to adjust the flak. I mean, that's the 3rd or 4th kill with nades I've seen Looney get. But talk about Octane. I don't think he saw that. Did he not see the guy in the back rock at all?
Absolutely not, unless he actually was trying to pretend to be a clone there, and the fact that they don't shoot at the other team.
Been, yeah. He might have been trying to get closer, but
I don't think he saw him. Just by the way he was kind of looking left to right, I don't think he had eyes on with him at all. But it is going to be 1-3 in favor of Rise Nation. Crim6 right now, 0-4. It's time for desperate plays right now. It looks like they're going to be pressured towards A, pretty rare, and there's a player playing very aggressive, and that's going to be Classic. He gets up close and personal. Krim might be wrapping behind him right now, though. It is going to be Krim. He's able to grab one. Can he get a second on steps? He cannot. 3v2 advantage right now for Rise. He's not reacting to the player in there at all. He gets bodied with the snipe and then re-challenged by Octane. The man is playing on another level right now. Octane
This
going
is
off.
a SND style of play that does not work for Optic Gaming from the standpoint that Rise is being really aggressive, right? Like, how often do we see Optic? They like to take their time on offense, on search and destroy, play a little bit further back, play a little bit slower, go for picks, and Rise just making this game frenetic to the point where it's really throwing Optic off.
It absolutely has. I mean, when it's not playing, fast and crazy, it's just been a battle of snipers. And you can see, if you're taking a look at Formal versus someone like Octane, I mean, it just hasn't even been close, at least in this particular matchup right now.
Oh, I mean, every time we've gone on with Octane, he is just drilling shots. It's just unreal the way he's playing right now.
Yep, I'm going to stay with him for the time being just because and look at this, mid, wide open. They're going to be able to fight the whole way through. They're going to be able to wrap on all these players. Did they not realize they don't have mid? Slack's going to grab one. I don't think they expected this whatsoever. The player rotating back is going to be Karma. Karma's in a bad spot now because he's worried they could be just about anywhere. He's going to rotate back to help. And who is that? That's Formal. It's going to be able to come up big and at least tie this one up here.
So let's see, he's going to go all the way towards the back. He's just going to scout.
Trying to give you a vision here for Optic, get an idea of what they're all watching. They're pretty spread out.
I don't think they have any idea where Rise is going at this point.
Pressure's coming to Scump, so Scump's going to be ready, and he has an M8 in his hand.
He's in a fantastic spot, though.
Yeah, I'd rather he had a sub. The question, does he have a sub as well? No, he has an RK5.
He's going to jump up and challenge this guy in bomb. It's the guy to the left of the bomb planter who's going to have a big gunfight here. He's going to jump up, not able to win it. Now he's in a bad spot.
Now he's in a lot of trouble. Yeah. I mean, I guess now I'd rather have an M8 to a degree, unless you have to try and break in. He needs some help. Anyone rotating around the back? It's going to be Karma. He's able to grab one. Now, where's Formal? Formal's pushing up with him. He's just going to stick it. So let's check Formal. He's got to look over him. And Scump should get challenged any second now. He's going to hop off it. And there's the headshot. Now, that's the shot you rely on Formal for to pick up the big ones. Scump, Formal, gonna clutch. The defuse coming in. This is gonna at least give an HC card.
If Octane stands in that corner and wins that gunfight, and he can just stand behind that log, that is when he probably wins. But you see Formal with the M8, so accurate. And this is not
you don't see much of his head here.
Yeah, this is not a shot many people hit. But he goes right to that spot. That's a spot a lot of players sit in.
Just able to connect, get the headshot. I mean, that's a tough fight because you have Scump basically sliding underneath you. You have Formal set up in the back, hard scoping you with an M8. Not a lot of options for you. Now to offense, Krim, Karma, Scump. I mean, everyone really struggling right now. Formal, I think, was 0-3 early.
It was Scump early, not the others. Ooh, that would have been a 6 snipe. He's not able to connect on the second one. It looks like there's a player actually going in to be challenging.
Firing warning shots.
Yeah, that was, I believe, Krim and Karma mid-map, both challenging. You're going to see Krim going to challenge another gunfight. He's able to win it.
Who's flanking though? Who is flanking? Slacked has an opportunity here to wreak havoc. If no one look at where they're looking.
Position he's in.
Look at where they're looking. No one remotely looking behind, but is he going to take too much time is the question. He should be able to wrap behind this one player. Will he get eyes on him or not? I'm trying to watch the minimap here.
Fast.
He's right below him. He's right below him. There's a guy below you. Oh, he gets crushed. Was that formal? Oh no.
He doesn't connect on any shots.
Oh no, Slacked. I mean, that's almost similar, but kind of worse than what happened to Theory earlier, where you saw Theory kind of trying to figure out what. Oh no, he just whiffed 2 or 3 bursts and gets one burst in.
Yeah. you talk about whiff. I mean, dude.
Oh.
Those look like your shots.
Oh, formal. Write Slacked an apology letter.
They can be pen pals.
That physically hurts Slacked. All right, here we go. Optic trying to battle back. They're down 1 round. They are up 1-0 in the series, though, however.
They play so much better when they're aggressive.
He's going to have a tough battle right here. There's a player right underneath him. I don't think he's ready for this. Can you check for me on the overdrives? Now, because did he pop an overdrive to get there pretty quickly? He's able to grab 1. It's going to be Slack by himself. He can't have the most confidence in the world after the last round, and now it's him versus Formal. So this is crazy. He just gets to crush by him. Can he win? Oh, God, Slacked.
Oh,
Formal
no.
is just, he is your worst enemy right now. Let's just see this shot, because this has got to be a nice one. He just pops on the rock and whips on Slack.
Like,
nice shot.
I have 0 respect for you, so I'm going to jump out and challenge you 1v1.
I don't think he was worried about Slacked at all in that one.
Formal's feeling it right now.
He absolutely is. He's 9-4 right now, just crushing. He's got the lightning to go with it. He's 50 off of a Hellstorm
Crim
as
did
well.
not use overdrive to get that spot.
Okay.
You can get that spot extremely fast.
No, you can get there first, but so does he have overdrive or anyone? Oh, so he already used it then. So who, can you check the other side of stuff? Do they have theirs up?
You got Looney with Heatwave. You got Slacked about halfway. Yeah, you just have nobody.
Looney's about to create problems, I think, here. The lightning comes in, doesn't connect. He should know where Looney is, though, based off of that. Like, Formal
you have
should
Skunk
realize.
with active, and you have Crim very close to overdrive.
All right, Formal is in an interesting spot here because he's really between. Look at the players he's between right now. He's got 2 ones right. He's got at least 1 here. Able to connect on 1. There's a second player mid-map. He might let up 3. There's the second pushing him. He's going to fall. That's going to be Looney, though, by himself. Can he pick up the remainder? I have no idea how he won that one. All of a sudden, it's a 1v1. Looney gets the 2-piece. He's got Heatwave to go with it. Can he pull off? I think it's a 1v3.
Oh!
He pops it, but Karma melts him through the Heatwave. I got to see this one. Did he pop it a little too late?
I think he used it too late. I think he used it a little bit late here.
It's got to be 1 spray through it, though. He gets 1 burst in, gets hit, and then he just gets lucky, just blast through it. I mean, he did the right thing. He tried to slide low on him. Karma just pulls down enough to connect with one of those bullets. I would be surprised if it was like 1 bullet left that hit him there.
Some
That's
huge
painful.
1v1 clutches by Optic Gaming, bringing him back into this one. You know, Rise losing some really tough rounds here, man.
Yeah, it was looking so good for them early, but Optic roaring back. Formal 10-5, leading the way for the resurgence here. Now, who's right on the other side of this rock? You can see they're just going to be playing hide and seek with each other, ring around the rosy. It's going to be Scump, and Scump's going to challenge it just the right time.
Very fast round.
6, basically, depending on who's got host control in this one. I'm not sure who that is, but that could be a big part of it. All right, okay, so overdrive going first. Then you talked about, do they ban the M8? Do they try and attack the side of Optic Gaming? M8's gone. And then they counter with the rapid fire protection. And then the Pharaoh, okay, this is fast, that they're just going after each other one after another.
You expected the M8 to be gone. Now the CUDA goes as well. So do we see a VMP ban? That would get things a little bit crazy.
Well, I'm surprised. I guess the CUDA went before the VMP. That's one of the, is that the first time we've seen that?
Yeah, that actually is probably the first time we see that. But we talked about that a lot.
Yep.
Is the meta going to shift over to something where the CUDA is banned over the VMP because everybody's been using the CUDA?
No. All right, well, it's high caliber. Who's that? That was Slack. So the last pick is going to be Scump.
Stuns.
Last time we went after tacticals. This time,
Shiva.
Shiva. Okay, so you've got what? Rapid fire. So your XR2 basically becomes an M8.
Yeah.
For the most part. So if you can protect rapid fire like that, I mean, who wasn't it? The M8 ban came from Rise, but then did Rise protect rapid fire?
Yes, because they were trying to go for Pharaoh.
So that just turned, doesn't that basically turn the XR2 into an M8?
Not exactly.
Or close to it. I mean, it's got the edge mostly with the rate of fire, right? I mean, since the XR2, I know the XR2 got better than the M8 when the game launched, but its rate of fire has been, you know, kind of nerfed with patches.
I still favor the M8.
So you would take a stock M8 over an XR2 with rapid fire?
Oh, well, we're taking rapid fire. Anything I take over stock, whatever.
True. Yeah.
Like, what kind of? Would you take a rapid fire M8 over rapid fire XR2? Of course you would.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
But I'm saying it basically becomes an M8, if not better.
Your argument was completely
no. I'm saying it becomes better than the stock M8 for sure.
Yeah.
They were either very, very strong, crushing people, or really, really inconsistent. But again, the S&D is what I was worried about. But let's kick things off with Looney. Going to be first up to push top middle. Let's see what he's able to do. He's going to have a couple players to work with. You saw Tac Mask getting popped. He's able to snag one. Just vying for control of this top drone spawn. He's going to fall from top broken.
So you see all the AR players switching over that XR2. What do they got running on it, Maven? Let's see if we can jump on board with one.
Well, let me get to Octane real quick just so I can... All right, he has... It's probably going to say customized. Yeah, it's customized. So I'm not sure exactly what he's running. I mean, I'm pretty sure rapid fire is going to be safe to be one of those without question. That's 3 down for Rise now. So this is a chance for Optic Gaming to get forward, get a bit of control. Now the player that's in bottom mansion right now is Krim. He might be the one that's the best potential here to start pushing forward and wreak some havoc as he grabs a player at AC. He didn't see the player next to Karma. He wasn't able to grab that. Do they get the drone off? They do not. He gets 2. There was a third to his left. There's a fourth in front. They're all over him, but he's going to get it off.
It looked like he was trying to throw the drone at that player in midair, and then he probably would have just jumped to the other side of the wall, tried to reverse course with it, and slacked. He's got players in front of him here. He's got one teammate with him. Formal's going to be able to take out Looney. Can Slack get it in? He's going to connect with a 1-point throw. And just to get Rise on the board, that's a big play.
Yeah, it absolutely is. He had to get that off very, very quickly. Had to snap, basically, onto the uplink there to try and get it on through. Now, top middle control, you can see, if you take a look here at the minimap, it's going to be Formal, and I believe Karma set up. Now, Karma's leading the way. Now, who's the player? There's one that has potential to flank from behind these guys. They're starting to get forward. He should get the one hand off. Was that far left, though? I think it actually was.
Yep.
So he's going to miss, and that goes off the map. So
talk about the importance of those 1-point throws.
Yep, you see the first 1-pointer going to be connected forward by Rise. Optic's chance going to be just a little bit off to the left.
We'll see. You got Octane set up on top mid-map. He's going to actually just follow that teammate and leave it Slack pushing in a broken. As you see, it's going to be Looney with the drone in hand. Going to go low with it. Love the route he's taken. He's got one player to his left. Not able to kill him in time. It's going to be a 2-point play. As you see, Formal switched over to the Man of War. So we're already seeing a little bit of a disruption with that M8 gun.
Karma's got it. Nice toss up to Krem. We'll switch over to his point of view. Now, can he connect on the 1-pointer? He doesn't go for it. He gets greedy, tries to get forward. That's probably going to be a reset. He gets, oh no, it's still there.
It's still on.
Sits on the edge, and Karma, heads up play, able to snag it, get the dunk, only trailing by 1 now.
On the minimap, it looked like it was off.
It was so close to the edge, I think. Formal can't get comfortable with at least the Man of War right there. Comes up a little bit short in that gunfight. 2 players to deal with top middle. He's going to drop. They can't deal with the pressure coming in right now. It's going to be tossed forward to Octane. Octane has the extra armor. There's 1 in front. Make it 2. He needs help. The heat wave comes in. They're able to drop him.
Beautiful use of heat wave right there by Karma.
Looney's the only one left to deal with. If he can get this kill and pop kinetic potentially, but no, the melee comes in. He's going to drop.
They're just going to punch him in the mouth, and you're going to see Optic throw the drone up the map. It's going to be Krim trying to get forward with it. Would not be surprised if we see an active camo use here.
He just needs like his teammates to pick up 1 kill. Oh, he's going to pop it right now. He's so weak, though, that he's going to drop immediately. Who gets it? Looney. Does he decide to reset? He's just going to toss it top middle in the direction of a teammate. He's still got
a
his
player behind them from Optic, and it looks like that's going to be Scump up top AC. It's just going to force Looney to turn around just enough for Optic to get set up back towards mid-map.
Well, Formal's still set up top broken, so he's got nowhere he can actually go. Krim's got the drum, moving over the top side of your screen here.
He's got a teammate with him. They're going to try and pinch on the space, it looks like.
Oh, but he's going to wrap back to the middle. Wise choice is he's got 2 teammates pushing him that direction. The spawn then comes out from basically the same side Krim came from. This is going to lead to a score. That's Scump going massive. Scump the lead block. Gets 2 kills. Easy dunk. Now, who's ready top middle? Who's calling the RC car? Is that Formal that has been waiting for it?
It's Karma, I believe.
It's Karma, yep. So Karma's got RC car ready top middle.
Fantastic play.
There's still 1 there to deal with. He gets 2. Can he get all 3?
Oh,
How does he get a melee out of that? Karma, Harry Potter the Wizard, coming up with big plays top middle.
Unbelievable play by Karma. Just the RCs to just hold them from not being able to get the drone mid-match.
Get the dunk.
He's going to be able
Oh, God.
If he doesn't have kinetic, he kills him 100%.
Can they see Karma? Did he have... Forever invisibility? That was an unbelievable sequence. That's going to be one of the top plays for sure this week. Karma going nuts. I love that play to maintain mid-control with the HC car. Also puts himself in prime position to pick up more kills right when he comes out. Heatwave's one, leads the way now for Crimsic. Optic Gaming firing on all cylinders. 10 seconds left in this side. 8-3 is the advantage.
And I know a lot of the Optic fans last year, you know, they were riding Karma's back a little bit in some of those bad performances, but you look this year, Maven, I don't want to say he's their strongest player, but
he's up there.
He is making a very good case for it this year.
And it's just, again, it's those the dirty work type plays, the objective plays, you know, fighting for that mid-map control like he just did, getting the dunk, getting the time in the hard point, breaking hard points. Like he's not set up posted somewhere with an AR. He's getting those scrappy kills, those big kills. And God, I cannot wait to. We got to remind me later. We're editing that clip out. That was disgusting.
Without a doubt. And you look throughout all of competitive Call of Duty history. I mean, he has made some of the biggest, clutchest plays when it matters. I mean, you talk about a clutch factor in a guy. Every big situation, this guy comes up big.
Oh, that's Octane. You're in trouble. Somehow he's still alive. Okay, whoever he's actually fighting against at top AC, I'm assuming that was formal. It was. He said, I'm sick of this gunfight. I'm pulling out the scythe. Now he's got one. Able to pick up Classic, you know, not really a position you want to be in with drone in hand when you have a scythe.
You have
at least you can push it forward.
Base, though.
Yep, you kind of have to here because Scump's set up so well. So he goes for the 1-point toss, stays on the map. He loses pretty much a full scythe. Is it worth it to get 1 point and lose a full scythe?
You still have a decent chunk of it left. So if you want to jump on board with Formal after this, you can see he still has about 75%.
Okay, all right, then yeah, that actually works out pretty nicely. And that should be a 1-pointer again. I thought it was a little bit short, but now they've entered double digits. 10-3 is the advantage. Yeah, Krem top middle. Trying to get one with the VMP. Popped. Okay, that's one of the worst uses of camo I've seen, but still going to manage to get the kill here and toss it off and reset.
It's not a successful camo use right there by Krem, actually. Now, you know, Rise really struggling. You just look at the scoreboard, and it's not really just one person. Now, usually it teams like they're playing pretty bad, Maven. You're able to look at the scoreboard and say, I know that guy really needs to pick it up.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
really the reason why.
Like Sharp struggled in the hard point earlier. He goes like 13 and 37. You can kind of point a finger a bit and say that guy needs to step it up. But yeah, it's kind of a balanced effort of playing from behind, you know?
Well, it's also, I think, just the way.
Oh, he didn't kill the drone carrier, though.
Yep. He's going to make it all the way in.
Oh, he did. He got stopped.
Not able to convert that into points, but
it's just Formal
that drone
is
still down there. No, Scump is up there as well. You see the drone falls. I don't believe it's off the map yet. And is Scump going to be able to score this?
He doesn't have kinetic. Now he does.
Yep,
Does he? I thought he might pop kinetic in the base and just keep on slaying, but he's got an HC card to go with it. Does he get both? He gets one. Second one around the corner. Pops it. He is cleaning up. Now who's coming forward? Oh, there's a third. And Dunk City Karma about to tee one up behind Scump, who has a monster game. He's on a 7 streak. Let's go back to him. And this, dude, the two clips from this one, Scumps and then Karma is just montage material coming out of these guys.
And you see Scump with a lightning kill and then another one. Now he's going to call in the Hellstorm. And this is you talk about like in the NBA, there's statement games, right? You watch the Warriors go up against the Cavs the other night. Steph Curry's talking about champagne smell still in the locker room. LeBron said he's going to come out, show him what's good. And he lays it down. This is like a statement game from Optic. Like everyone talking about how good Rise is and how close the series could be.
All right, well, let's have this conversation. Yeah. What's a more impressive win right now? This 3-0 of Optic or the 3-1 of FaZe over Envy?
Ooh.
That's tough, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know one's the 3-0 and one's the 3-1, but
Envy
would you say Envy is a stronger team than
Envy comes in
Rise?
Arguably playing the hottest of any other team. Karma going for a nice little throw there.
I would say if he hits that, what in the world?
No, I've seen him hit that before. It's just extremely difficult. I don't know what's a more impressive win.
I mean, they're both okay. Then we can say they're equally impressive. I mean, both teams just having an incredible day today. That's going to be Optic and FaZe.
You know, you came into Black Ops 3. Like, oh, all these new teams, like, you know, Rise is really good. Envy is back. You got Complexity. They're a strong team.
Scump has spent more time in the base of Rise Nation than he has his own.
Yeah, no, this is a game. I mean, you can even see on the map, there's not many kills even going down just because it seems like, you know, Rise just kind of, don't want to say, like, giving up, but, I mean, 18-3, minute 20 left. There's not a good chance of coming back. But we looked at all those teams coming into Black Ops 3, Maven, right? We knew Optic was going to be great. And I feel like everyone just kind of wrote off FaZe from a standpoint. And now we're kind of like back at square one, where I think the
Optic
marquee,
and FaZe might be the top two teams.
Two teams are still probably Optic and FaZe.
Unbelievable how that works itself out. Octane trying to get forward, trying to get some points on the board. And, you know, as impressive as it was, what, a 10-0? Was it 10-1 or 10-0 in CTF? Did someone just fall off the map there? No, he stayed alive.
No.
It was 10-0. That's probably a little bit more impressive than an 18-4 victory in Uplink, I'd say. But still, this is a smashing to close out this series. An absolute, just
I mean, the rest of the
crushing
games are
defeat
very
here
close.
for Rise. True.
I mean, this is the only one where you're going to see Rise really get blown out, but this is just one.
Don't let him do both of you dirty
Oh.
like that. His teammate's there to clean it up.
Slack table, just kind of save it from being a 20-point before lead. But this is when Rise definitely wants to forget. I mean, you kind of, after this series, you probably just sit around with the rest of your teammates and you're like, hey man, like, you know, we lost to a better team today. Like, let's just throw it all out. Next time they play, I expect it to be much closer.
Well, I'd be curious to hear from Optic what they learned the other day, because again, these teams scrimmed as recently as, it was just a couple of nights ago where I was watching their matches. I'd be curious. I mean, it certainly seems like Optic maybe got more of an advantage out of those scrims than Rise Nation did, because
it's quite possible.
I watched 3 maps, and I'm pretty sure Rise won 2 out of 3. So to get 3-0'd now for the league match, that's a very, very impressive effort.